Well, good morning. Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski. Welcome back to another PokeMMO stream recap. I believe this is recap 316, and this is the start of an arc, fellas. The start of a new week. There's a lot of stuff going on this week. I'm ready for PokeForce, says someone in chat. PokeForce comes out tomorrow. If you're watching the stream recap, it's today. If you're watching the live stream, it's tomorrow. 2:30 p.m. ET, okay? I didn't know there was a time announced, but there is. There is a time. It's 2:30 p.m. ET. So keep an eye out for that time. Tomorrow, it'll be April 29th, my birthday. April 29th, 2025, a new PokeForce demo. Okay, it's not the full game, just a demo. Did a video covering the details. Today on my docket, you can actually see the thing up here. We'll get rid of the Patrouski movie takes. Those are less serious. Those can wait. We got Twitch rewards to do today. If you don't know, Twitch rewards are when you watch my stream on Twitch, you earn these free fake points called Twitch rewards. You can then redeem those points for Patrouski OT Pokemon. This is a system in place just because people would always ask me for Patrouski OT Pokemon. It's sort of a signature in game, and I don't have the time to get everyone a Patrouski OT Pokemon, but I also don't feel right charging someone for Patrouski OT. I don't think my OT should have value inherently. That seems silly to me. So the perfect middle ground is, hey, for people who just watch the stream, you can just get one for free. You just got to redeem your points, right? So Twitch rewards can get you that. We're going to work on that today. We are going to collect a fat amount of Pokeyen from the GTL. This I've honestly been waiting all weekend for. It's been sold for a while, but I like to save my listings to collect on stream. We're starting around 5 mil broke Trouski, right, chat? Well, I'm not going to be as broke for long. I sold a little bit of an investment, just a little bit. It honestly wasn't even that many, which is the crazy part. Mysterious Ultra Ball 2023s. Was this 30 or 50? I forget how many this was. I forget the math. 40 of them? This might have been 40 of them. Something insane, right? 12 million Pokeyen. That's satisfying. That feels pretty good, you know? When people always ask me, oh my god, Patrouski, your cash stack went from 40 mil to 10 mil in a day. What happened? Well, I usually made investments, or vice versa. From 5 mil to 16 mil, I sold off some investments, just a few, just a little. Investments are how you end up making any sort of serious amount of Pokeyen in endgame Pokemon. I think investments are a necessity, in my opinion. But those are the mysterious balls, sold up to 17.2 mil, which is Pokeyen that I need to shiny hunt, Pokeyen that I need for shiny wars. We need a lot of yen. I'm feeling pretty broke still. I would, in an idealistic world, you have like 150 mil heading in the shiny wars, but that's not going to happen, right? Anyways, I have some shiny hunting to do. PokeForce tomorrow, and then HelloFresh. The HelloFresh sponsor is back, fellas. If you want to support the stream, it is the best way to support the stream. It's broken. It's OP. It's like printing money. I literally cannot express to you guys enough how generous HelloFresh is to me. If you want to support the stream, the best way to support the stream is to subscribe to HelloFresh. I get a healthy commission. I'm always honest with you guys, and you get awesome food. The thing is, you're supporting the stream while also taking care of part of your groceries. That's a 2-for-1 banger, Oh, you're being responsible and getting groceries, meals you can cook for your significant other, your partner, your loved ones, etc., right? And flex on them. HelloFresh meals, my wife considers me a decent cook. I think I'm okay. I think I have lucky food intuition. I think the HelloFresh meals are some of the best meals we've cooked. And it's not like a show, I bet you just suck so much, Patrouski. I'm not the best cook in the world, but HelloFresh meals are they just include every little perfect little spice, every little herb, every little sauce. I love HelloFresh. Check it out. Link in the description. Big fan of them. What happened to Factor? Factor and HelloFresh are actually owned by the same company, and I do both of them, right? They're for different lifestyles. I think it's really, really cool because they're very different. Factor is little meal kits that get shipped to your house. You put in the microwave for 3 minutes. HelloFresh is they ship you like little pre-portioned bag of ingredients, and you follow along instructions. You cook the meals, right? So they're different lifestyles. HelloFresh is like, you want to get into cooking, you want to have fun, like cook with your partner, make them a little meal, take a love language sort of thing. Factor is like, I'm a grinder, I gotta work, pop, healthy meal in the microwave and have that taken care of for me. So it's just different lifestyles, different people. I think both products are legit amazing. I only take sponsorships from products I believe in, which is why I decline so many sponsorships. So I don't want the whole stream to be a sponsor read, right? So let's go ahead and actually get into playing PokeMMO. I'm gonna get on to Twitch rewards first, and we have some people redeeming some Pokemon. Let's go back and see. Someone tried to... redeemed HEATRAN, Beetroot. Someone wants an Illumise. That's a good OT Patrouski Pokemon. Pick a unique pick. We see 2 Eevees. We got some cool stuff to go breed and catch, so let's just get to it. I really like questions like this, and I feel like it's a really good like efficiency question, and like you can obviously do whatever you want to do. Just because you know the efficient answer doesn't mean you have to do the efficient strategy, right? Someone said, hey, I want a shiny Ghastly. Do you think it's better to do ×3 hordes of Ghastly or ×5 hordes of Haunter and then breed it down? From my understanding, it is much faster. You save a lot more time. Even if you were to like out in the time to make the Pokeyen, it is much better and easier to go for ×5 hordes of like the Pokemon, ×5 hordes of Haunter and then breed it down to a Ghastly is often better. Not everybody likes to do that. My wife is a good example. Like you don't have to. I've done this too, right? Like my wife went for shiny. She really wanted shiny Numel, right? And she understood the knowledge that Camerupt is a ×5 horde. You could do Camerupt, breed it down. She's like, you know what? I'd rather keep it like wild caught. I don't really want that. That's based, right? There's nothing wrong with making like the less efficiency option. I just wanted people to have the knowledge and information that you can make whatever decision is best for you, right? Peak efficiency is not always correct, right? So I think ×5 Haunter is more efficient, but if you want the wild caught Ghastly, nothing wrong with going for the ×3 hordes. Really comes down to what you want for sure. Good luck to you on your hunt, man. 43k encounters deep. Ghastly is a super beautiful shiny. Dude, people have already noticed, but yes, I did reinstall strings, and I have a video that I need to still edit and put out, but I recorded it. I did start using strings. For those who don't know, I mean, custom strings are something that you like install to like, speed up your game, and that sounds insane. In any normal game, speeding up your game with custom strings, which deletes the text like this, right? That would be like against the rules in like most games, right? But in PokeMMO, weirdly, custom strings are allowed because there's only a finite speed you can speed up, and because back in the day, like 4, 5, 6 years ago, before custom strings were a thing, it was actually faster to change your language, your in-game language, to like one of the in-game Asian languages, because their characters represent more sounds, so there was less characters on screen per words in game, so it was faster text boxes, right? So for people to like egg shiny hunt efficiently, people were switching their in-game language and like playing in like Mandarin, which is crazy, just to play the game efficiently. You shouldn't have to like learn a whole new language or play in a language you don't know, just play efficiently. So custom strings became a thing, and I stopped using them for a long time because over the recent holiday season, I talked about and I predicted they would want to standardize string, because it's weird that everyone's fighting over like the fastest strings and fighting over like, and it's weird that new players need to download an external thing to play the game at a pace that the game is balanced around. That's weird, right? It's really all weird, right? It's all really strange. So what happened is, but over the holiday event season, they kind of nerfed strings a lot. They nerfed strings and they buffed things in the game to counteract that, to make it like mostly even. Certain things became a little more slow, like Jimmy runs and stuff, but like egg hunting got faster, I think. Egg hunting, fossil hunting, a lot of things got faster, crazily enough, right? Even though like, yeah, but like certain things got nerfed. But I stopped using strings because I was like, you know what? The devs are trying to seemingly try to nerf them, probably, you know, standardize the pace of play for everybody, which makes sense on the default. You don't have to download an external thing. So I stopped using strings to get used to it and just to like be a little bit respectful to the devs, but it's kind of, you don't have to. That's kind of tippy, right? It's been 4 months now. I put myself at such a disadvantage. I reinstalled strings. Playing the game at end game without strings is it's such a disadvantage. It's such a disadvantage. And I thought they were gonna like standardize it sooner. They kind of didn't. So I'm just back to using custom strings, and these are very powerful. They're new strings, which is cool. So they're pretty cool strings, and I tested them. I'll have a video coming on them as soon as possible. Yeah, I do want to go on record and say this, because I think I see this a lot, and I've been in the MMO space for an extremely long time. The worst arguments, in my personal opinion, it's not, you know, objective, right? But in my opinion, the worst arguments that I see for buffing, nerfing, or changing the game in certain ways, there's two people, okay? Someone says, well, we can't nerf anything, because then if it was too powerful, all the other players who played for 10 years got the advantage, and now the future players don't, so we can't nerf anything. And then there's also people who are like, oh, well, we can't buff anything, because then the people who played the game for 10 years didn't get that advantage, so it's unfair. As someone who's put 9,000 hours in this game, that is an asinine, insane, unfoundable position, in my opinion. That's really harsh, I'm sorry, but it's just, you're inhibiting the balance. You're stopping the production of the game for like feelings, and for, it's not good. It's not healthy, right? Imagine if like someone was like, oh, I found the cure for cancer, but like so many people already died to cancer, I don't know if we should release it. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Let's make the best system. What are we doing? Why are we like adhering to sunken cost fallacy of like, oh, we shouldn't make progress or shouldn't change things because it affects the already experienced, right? I think that's insane. I think it's crazy. I think we should always push for the best game possible and make balancing decisions for the sake of the game and not based on our feelings, right? As someone with 9,000 hours, I think that's crazy. Okay, now that we're done with the bombastic, heated MMO balancing argument discussion, let's tone down a little bit. Okay, we got our Cranidos breed here over for T Katana redeems himself a Cranidos, as well as chat. Did anybody notice the new background material? Did anybody? I don't think there's any. Tom was here in chat. We had a Protopian. The flag, boys, it arrived. It's up. If you guys want to, because I notoriously love and rave about Britopian cuisine. It's the fan is going, so it literally makes the flag fly, which is funny. If you want to impact the stream in a way like this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the 10 HelloFresh, sorry, 10 HelloFresh sub prize by a background piece of stream. But here's the Streamathon, boys. The same incentives. This British flag came to be because of Factor/HelloFresh incentives previously. Buy a background decor, $100 budget. Okay, so but that's gonna be so. Our current HelloFresh Streamathon incentives. Every single one HelloFresh sub, I will add 1 hour to a Streamathon in May. I think I'm going to shoot for May 31st, like the absolute end of May, which will also make the sponsorship be over by then. So you won't be able, people won't be able to like extend it. We'll know the amount of hours we'll be streaming when we start the stream, which is nice. Plus 10 mysterious Pokeballs opened during the stream. And then this is a new one and a cool one. I actually reached out to Rach, one of the PokeMMO devs, to confirm that this was okay. And she said, yes, it is in the spirit of the game to do giveaways like this. I don't like doing giveaways. I love giveaways, but I don't like giveaway cultures, what I always say. I never advertise giveaways in my titles or, etc., because I don't want people watching me just for giveaways. If you watch my content because you enjoy it and then you get some Pokemon along the way, awesome. But if you're going to ask me, hey, is there a giveaway today? Hey, when's the next giveaway? I don't want you in my community. I don't want people watching me just for giveaways, right? But having said that, I will be giving away 1 prize box Pokemon per HelloFresh sub during the Streamathon. So that's a lot of fun. I'm honestly really excited for that. If you don't know, the prize box is something I have in my account over here. Let me like close this for a quick sec. With tons of raid Pokemon, good IV, Crocodiles, 2x31, level 100 EV trained, Reunicluses, Togekisses, 3x31. We've got some 2x31 modest perfect raid Ninetales. A lot of good Pokemon in these boxes. And then the Pokemon that may not be the most powerful, I went ahead like this Blastoise, for example. It's not the most powerful in the world, but I went ahead and I put a choice specs on it. So hopefully we get some prizes handed out and people earn some cool Pokemon, and that'll be a lot of fun. Those will be given away randomly. Every 10 factor subs, or at 10, I will buy. Chat will decide what background piece of decor we want to add to stream for up to like $100. 20 factor subs, I want to have some, but I don't know what it is going to be yet. 50 factor subs, we talked about this previously. We never got to this. I will bathe in beans. I will literally set up like a little fucking inflatable pool, get a bunch of canned beans. Chat's been asking for that for a while. Hopefully we never get there, but that's, if it happens, it happens. Oh my God, I wrote. I'm the worst. HelloFresh subs, guys. Not factor. Hello. I'm gonna lose it. HelloFresh sponsor, guys. Make sure to check them out. Link in the description. First link in the description. Get 50% off your first order, and it's the best way to support this stream. Oh, amazing food, amazing company. Check them out. Hell yeah. This is a great time to show people how cheap you can breed a gym rerun Typhlosion / Cyndaquil. This is an 8,000 Pokeyen Cyndaquil, okay? Someone redeemed a Twitch reward and said, hey, like I just turned 22 today. Well, first of all, happy birthday. And then secondly, they wanted a Cyndaquil for gym reruns. Usually with like Twitch rewards, you're not supposed to like, you can request things, but I can't promise that I can always get like a perfect catching. It's really just like any IV of that mon is what's promised. But I'd like to go above and beyond when possible. Like, a gym rerun Typhlosion is going to cost me so little versus this guy could literally use this for like years, right? So I bought this Cyndaquil for 8,000 Pokeyen, right? We're going to go check Dittos. It's 10k. That's crazy. What if I lower this to like 20? 4K, and it's 24. Okay, so I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna Everstone this. So 5K for the Everstone. The Ditto was 4K. We can go check the trade log. 4K, 12K, 17K. This this Chimry, that's crazy. This used to be way more expensive back when Cynicals were caught in the Safari Zone. I'm breeding a Rerun Typhlosion, right? For 17K. That's awesome. I'm just gonna go through with that, send that off to him whenever it's done hatching. Is there a market at all for Pokemon from catch locations that are no longer possible, like the Johto starters from the Hoenn Safari Zone? There absolutely is. Is it that big of a market? Nah, it's a niche collector's market, for sure. It's a niche collector's market. It's a great question. Do I have any? I have something. I think I have a North Pole Pokemon in my somewhere. No? I thought I had one. There are some like niche catching glitched or bugged. The North Pole is the easy example. Back in the day, there was something called the North Pole. There's a no OT in the prize box. That's what it is. There are niche collector markets for things like this, right? This is a non-OT Pokemon. This is a bug, right? When the Christmas event came out in 2022, it was bugged for like 3 hours, where any Pokemon gotten from the not Abundant Shrine, the Twist Mountain activity, all came out with no OT. So that's like a cool like niche market, right? There's pretty few of those. Only it's for a few hours. I was lucky to get a few. And then North Pole was like a 2016 event location. So those are kind of pursued by like OG collectors and OG players, but it's pretty niche. It's niche, but they do have value. What's the price on that? I haven't checked in a long time. There is some way. If someone in chat knows, they can tell me. There is some specific way to check, like, you can like almost for certain find non-OT Pokemon. The price, I think it's like they're like at least 800K to a mil, but they're actually like pretty expensive. Because they're a pretty niche thing. I don't know the exact way. Maybe if you look up like 2022 level 20, what was that one? Snow Run? Let's just try some of the mons, right? Is this one? No, that one's not. Let's do, you can like kind of force search for them, right? Let's see. For any of these non-OT. This one for 100. Okay, for 100K. There. So here's some. About, okay, well, I was way off. So apologies for the 100K or so. You can search for them kind of like that. So you have Whispers with a North Pole mon. Thank you. Here you go. Thank you so much. What was this catch date? 2015 North Pole. Stuff like this, like people do value these. They're pretty. It's a niche collectors, like even more niche than like 2012, 2013, like old things, but like they're pretty cool. I'm getting ready for my first shiny hunt ever, but I want it to be something very usable, like a Breloom or a Cynical, which you suggest. I wouldn't recommend Breloom or Cynical for your first shunts. Cynical is like 1 to 2,000, like 2,000 hours if you assume the Pokeyen making. Breloom / Shroomish is going to be like 1,000 hours for the single encounters. It's really, really tough. I would probably do like Smeargle. I think of like Smeargle. The problem with Smeargle is that you need Leppas, which is kind of, I don't even recommend like Time Swipe Horde like Leppas for beginners. It's like costs like 3 to 4 mil, which is a lot for a beginner, right? The trio you can kind of do, but it kind of needs Leppas. What's a really good utility beginner shiny hunt? Eris or Parasect, you can do those Time Swipe Horde probably without Leppas, I think, and then use a Prismatic Pearl to transfer over hidden ability access on to have a damp catching Smeargle thing. Sandile's not it's like a ×3. It's not too easy. What is like an easy? It's tough. There's a lot. I've ever been Time Swipe Horde shunts in some way. You could do a Poliwag and give it shiny Poliwag is an easy one. Give it hidden ability access. Have a raid Politoad, things like that. Raid mons, Vulpix for a raid Ninetales, PVM stuff like that. Torkoal Time Swipe Horde. I think it requires Leppas though. For Jimmy Run shiny. Cottony, that's ×3 Leppa. So there's a few. Hopefully, good luck in your shunt, man. Good luck to you. Good question. This is a very generous gift. Now, do not do this. Let me qualify. I'm trying to refuse this, and Abenbag is just insisting. Please do not send me OT shinies like this. Abenbag says he has 3 more, so he literally has 4 shiny Pikachus. A gift is a gift. Why do you feel bad? OT shinies are different. I don't know. This is like really like beautiful and special. There's a few OT shinies that I keep from friends, right? And lovely, fucking passionate, longtime viewers that I put over in my shiny box and I kind of I appreciate them and I value them. And so I have a few more, right? For example, these love discs, they're not OT though, thankfully, but these love discs were given to me by best friends when me and my wife got married, right? This Clink was given to me by a viewer when they quit, like, years ago, and they already quit the game, so I couldn't send it back to them. This Blossom I bought off of T-Nums, who's a fellow PokeMMO player, friend, content creator, and PokeMMO YouTuber. Really cool guy, and I loved. He was gonna sell this anyway, and I was like, dude, I will buy this. This is a really good, like, Trick Room shiny Blossom. I'll just buy it off you. And now Aben bags is added to that list. So please, 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 I will send back OT gifts. No, I think it's a fair. Sorry, but in my culture, refusing gifts is roots. Why? I think it's a fair. In my culture, it's, you know, in US culture, it's kind of like 50-50. Apologies if it is rude. I really don't like taking, like, crazy gifts, you know. What does OT mean? OT means original trainer. It's the person who caught it. So he, like, went in purposefully, like, he shunted for that shiny. He didn't just, like, buy it, because buying it's way easier, right? The fact that he hunted for it and then is crazy, right? Thank you so much, Aben bag. I do appreciate it, but please don't send me. I really just don't. I try to discourage gifts in general. I've stopped sending them back. Not shinies I usually do, but, like, I've stopped sending back donations. But I encourage. I have plenty of Pokeyen. It makes me happier, and I appreciate the thought. It makes me happier if you guys keep your Pokeyen, play the game, and just keep the game thriving. You know, just have fun and play Pokemon. Give yourself, if you ever want to quit, keep your yen and give yourself the ability to come back to the game, right? So that's my suggestions on that. Okay, we're coming down to the final few Twitch rewards. We have an Illumise left, HEATRAN. I'm really excited for. I actually did put some IV, because, like, when someone redeems, like, a really unique mon like Illumise, it's really cool. It's obviously their favorite mon. I think it's a really cool based pick. I went ahead and put some IVs on it, so it'll be like a nice special. You can, like, set up Tail Glow and, like, try to do something with it. So it's, like, not very useful Pokemon. Now there's 4 Twitch rewards left. Or Aben bag just redeemed one as Hoppip. There's 5 left. I'm gonna go catch the remaining 5. Okay, one of them is Hoppip, one of them is Ponyta, infamously, and then 3 of them are Eevee. So I think what I can go do, doesn't Ponyta actually spawn over at the Eevee spot in Kanto? First things first, I'm gonna head over to the Eevee single encounter spot in Kanto. It sounds fun to, like, try to catch 3 wild Eevees and see how the natures roll. So we're gonna do that first things first. Am I reading this correctly? Because this is, like, really, really impressive. Mohanish says, hey Pat, I just started Pokemon 2 months ago, and I already did HEATRAN 1 month ago. Now I'm preparing more raid meta Pokemon from your recent video. Dude, that's, like, really impressive. To start the game 2 months ago and beat HEATRAN in 1 month? If that's true, like, that requires all regions completed. That requires complete national Pokedex, like, all decks. Yeah, that requires full Pokedex completion, called OT. All regions done, learning the breeding system, which is hard to do as a new player. He did HEATRAN faster than Patrouski. Yeah, way faster than me. All regions done, complete Pokedex. Learning the breeding system in PokeMMO, learning the Eevee training system, learning how to, like, IV breed specifically on top of the breeding system, and then also making the Pokeyen. That's 6 things. Making the Pokeyen to breed which takes, like, multiple millions, right? And then learning the strategy, which took me, like, 2 weeks on my own. That's that's yeah, plus the Stark Mountain. Dude, that's insane. That's, like, you must have been playing, like, 100-hour weeks for the past, like, month, or for your that's like really, really insane. Congratulations. That's really fucking impressive. This is by far the most heinous Twitch reward I've ever given out, I think, unironically. Out to Cobeard, Twitch reward, absolutely shameless. Bro redeemed a Lopunny and a Vaporeon. The more fucked up thing is, he didn't actually redeem them. His 2 dear friends, you might want to call Kaiba Boy. I'm gonna out them. Kaiba Boy and Aben bag redeemed these to make Cobeard look like a freakazoid. You know what? That's honestly friends for life. That's kind of based in a great joke. There is a Porygon Swarm right now in Kanto, and if you don't know, Porygon Swarm, I think, might be literally the best swarm in the entire game. Each Porygon usually costs around, like, 10k. Now with swarms happen, yeah, right now they're still 10k. Yeah, when swarms happen, they go down in price, but this is like 40k just for, like, running over and quick balling all these. This is like Porygon Swarm. It's a great shiny check, you know, one of the best rare shinies in the game, as well as super really well priced. If you ever see a Porygon swarm in game, I don't check most swarms. Even Porygon swarms, I head over to and I quick ball. These are like really, really good. Not really quick ballable. Okay, that's a good tip. I'll false swipe Spore. Probably like Great Ball, Ultra Ball, whatever it takes. They're 10k a piece. Dude, I didn't even know this. Shout out to the PokeForce dev, Jack. Apparently, the PokeForce demo was supposed to run for 1 week. Highly likely to get extended for maybe 2 weeks. I did not realize it was going to be a week. I thought it was going to be, I feel like previously it was like a few days usually. That's pretty crazy. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what PokeForce has to offer tomorrow. That's fucking hype. A week, maybe 2 weeks is awesome. Wait, I totally forgot that I have eggs to hatch. That's, okay, that's hilarious. Okay, I need to go catch 2 more EVs for Twitch rewards, and then one smear. Wait, I have to like 2 more things. 1 Smeargle and then 2 EVs. I'm gonna put, this is one of the EVs. I'm gonna go ahead and just put 5 eggs or whatever many eggs I put in my party and go catch the EVs. And we'll see if we can get a shiny while also doing Twitch rewards. That'll be fun. All right, and now for the time in the stream recap that everybody skips over because it's not about PokeMMO at all. It's the MovieTrouski takes because I'm in my little cringe movie era, and I've just been really enjoying movies and watching a lot of movies. Me and my wife actually got a movie like season pass to our local theater recently so we could see more movies for my birthday. So it's been a lot of fun watching all the movies. I watched a lot, or I guess 3 like really, really good movies recently. I'm gonna go in order of which I watched them. Okay, so Sinners will be last. We just watched that last night in theaters, and then They Came Together first. Okay, They Came Together is a 2014 Paul Rudd, Amy Poehler satire comedy based on it's a satirical rom-com, and it's like memeing on and joking on and laughing at and making fun of, also still not really doing any of them, I guess, but like doing them is totally just a joke. All of the like dumb tropes of like meet cutes and rom-coms, and as someone who loves rom-coms but also fucking like loves but hates them, I think probably most people's relationships with them, I laughed out loud at this movie and I loved it. And it's so dumb. It's a dumb movie, but it's also like a pretty, like, I don't want to say smart dumb movie, but a good dumb movie. And I loved it. I think it is like the cast, like having like loving Paul Rudd and Amy Poehler will like help you out with this. And Bill Hader is in it, where it's like the movie is centered around like 2 couples at a dinner table. Just like, and like they're retelling their story of how they met, and the couple they're telling it to is Bill Hader and the really another actress. And it's a good movie. I loved They Came Together. It felt like a diamond in the rough. I've never heard anybody talk about this movie, and I thought it was so good. It's a fun, dumb comedy, which I love. Okay, but also like kind of like smart in the way they satire rom-coms, etc., etc. Next up is Warfare. Warfare, I saw in theaters with my wife, and my wife does not really like war movies, but she still saw it with me because, you know, kind of my birthday-ish kind of present, and she still loved it. Like, she still really liked it, and she was glad there is a lot of gore, but it's not as, I don't want to spoil too much. All of this stuff is no spoilers for the most part. Warfare is just a hyper-realistic war story. It's not really a movie. It's almost more like a documentary where it's just retelling an experience that a group of soldiers, I think it's either Navy SEALs or Marines, I forget which one, so apologies. But it's just an experience of their troop, their unit, right? And it's just really fucking intense. It's really brutal. There's no narrative. It's not like one side is right or wrong. It's just a retelling of events that happened, right? And it's really, really beautiful. I thought Warfare was amazing. I thought it was amazing. It's the most hyper-realistic war thing I've ever seen, which I'm not the war movie expert. You know, I like my Hacksaw Ridge and my Saving Private Ryan, but I haven't seen FMJ. I haven't seen Jarheads, like, etc., etc. I thought it was super fucking good. Yeah, if you don't like war movies, you might not like it, but I thought it was really earnest. I thought it was really earnest and just real. Gave it 5 stars. So They Came Together was 5-star, and I like Warfare was 5 stars. We watched Sinners last night in theaters. Sinners is really, really good. Okay, it's not a 5-star movie. It's a 4-star movie. I think giving it higher than a 4 is a little funny to me, but also to each their own. I get it. You know, Sinners is just it's a really unique, really high quality. This movie felt like extremely high quality in the acting, in the cinematography, in the fucking set design, the camera work, the outfits. Like, it felt the acting. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan fucking kills it. This movie is just unbelievably high quality, but it's also like just a fun movie. They Came Together as like a fun movie that also like satires something and like digs at a topic, where I feel like Sinners is mostly, it covers some themes and some moral lessons. There's also like a giant twist, I guess, in Sinners. Sinners is like a really fun time and a really intense action, kind of crazy, beautiful story, but it doesn't really do anything more than that, which is sad because it's like a peak fun movie. Like if you want to have a fun, interesting, but also like decently depth to a fun movie, it's not just like a Mission Impossible, right? I think Sinners is like one of the best fun movies you could pick for a night, but it's not going to change your life. It's not like I'm not going to be thinking about Sinners in 2 weeks, and if I am, then I'll change my review and I'm wrong, right? But like I'm not going to be thinking about Sinners in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks it'll be out of my mind, right? Which is not, I don't think you can get higher than like a 4.5 or 4 with that being the case, in my personal opinion. Just my personal naive movie takes. Thanks for watching. Hard. All right, I'm finally done Twitch rewards. I think it only took me a super long time, but now I'm gonna do some frillish shiny hunting, and I want to hatch eggs at the same time. So what I'm gonna do for this is I've been needing to level up this Parasect forever. It's my damp Parasect. It's level 72, and there's certain shiny hunts where if I only have the Parasect in my party and that's it needs to stay alive. It needs to not die. It needs to not be a problem. I'm actually just use these, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think it's worth to just use some XP candies on this thing, get it to a decently high level, and make it tankier. I never want to lose a shiny because I was like greedy and didn't want to like give this thing XP candies, you know? That would be too sad to bear. Wait, dude, yes, I meant to talk about this in the stream. Thank you for the reminder, Tom. Zeffy, I forgot to say this, dude. Zeffy got Quillfish. For those who don't know what that means, someone in Team Mister got shiny Quillfish. We are now one shiny Pokemon away from being the first team in the history of PokeMMO to complete the shiny Pokedex. We are literally one Pokemon away. No one's ever been like closer. Like it's the closest. Like I think the next team is like over 100 like it's not even close. Team Mister will be the first team in the Pokemon history to complete a full shiny dex, which I'm so excited for, dude. What are you missing? We're missing fucking Pansage. The green monkey, dude. You know what? Fuck it. To celebrate, I'm gonna head over to Lostlorn Forest. Fuck it. We're gonna go to Lostlorn Forest. We're gonna single encounter shiny hunt. I'm gonna hatch eggs. I'm gonna pop a shiny charm and just see what happens. Fuck it. We celebrate. We celebrate and we go all out until PokeForce drops tomorrow, boys. I'm like 99% confident I can say this piece of information, but if not, I'm sorry, PokeForce. Please forgive me. But recently I was talking to Jack in like a Discord, like calling it a game night. And dude, this was like really fucking wholesome. And PokeForce is just, oh, there's a Panpour. There we go. PokeForce is just beautiful things, but one of the coolest things, PokeForce has these quests, right? Where you can catch, like it'll be like, okay, here's a quest, go catch like a shiny Hoot Hoot and you like earn a prize, right? Which is obviously a pretty crazy quest, but it's a cool quest, right? They told me that the quest giver who asked you to go get a shiny Shuckle is named Patrick, which I think is like, it's really fucking cute. It's really wholesome. Like, I don't know, PokeForce has been so above and beyond in involving the Pokemon MMO community. Yeah, that was really fucking sweet of them. They didn't have to do that for me. Like, I'm happily gonna play their game either way, but that was like a really cool little touch. That's the extra detail of above and beyond effort, and it's really fucking cool, man. It's really, really meaningful to me. It's really cool. Alrighty, fellas, a little 4 hour and 45 minute stream on a Monday, almost 5 hours. I think it's a pretty good start. Shiny Charm ended as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Hopefully this stream recap taught you something, talked about something you're interested in, you know, give a little quick tip or trick to help in your Pokemon experience. If it did, like the video, that helps me out tremendously. If not, dislike, that's totally okay. Subscribe to the channel for daily Pokemon videos every single day on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the content financially, the best way to do it by far is HelloFresh. HelloFresh, when I have the sponsorships this month, it's really, really helpful to me. It's the best way to support me, and I just love their food. They're legitimately a good product. I only take sponsorships from products that I've actively used and actually believe in. HelloFresh is great. It's a great way to like learn to cook or learn certain tips and tricks, I always bring up the example of like the first time I ever zested a lemon or lime was using HelloFresh, and it taught me the power of zesting a little bit of lime into your white rice. It's amazing. Check out HelloFresh. It's awesome. Use it to like cook a nice meal for your partner. It's very Riz. It's very demure. How do the Zoomers say? I don't know. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the PokeForce demo. Peace, Reno, fellas. Yo, Patrouski here, and I wanted to thank you personally for watching the video until the very end. I really, really appreciate that. And if your name is on this list, thank you to the moon and back, because you allow me to even make these videos by supporting the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.